Hi guys, this is Steph with Dining with Dragons. Welcome in if you're new and welcome back if you're returning. I'm so glad you're here today. I'm very excited to share with you two of the new releases from Diamond Art Club's Black Friday drop they had this year. And I figured I would take this in a couple of different videos. So this video, I wanted to share with you the dragons. So we have The Little Ristorante by Christina or Six Leaf Clover Studios. And if you know me, if you've been here with this channel for a little bit, you know I absolutely love her artwork. And these little foodie dragons are my favorite. I don't say this about many things. I'm not really a collector of anything, but when it comes to her artwork, it's totally a shoe-in. That is what I do. And then this is my very first Geneva Bowers kit. This is called Dragon Room. This is a highly sought after kit. I do believe this one is sold out. This one, I believe, is still available. So I will have these linked in the description of this video. I do recommend that you sign up for in-stock notifications because frequently if you get on your that in-stock list, they will often send you an email or a message before they notify the general public about having a restock. You know, if you have phone text notifications or you just kind of browse the website, oftentimes you can find your kit because they will send you an email saying, hey, this thing is back in stock. I also feel like maybe they take into account how many people are wish listing these things as to the popularity of, should they restock or whatever. But Geneva Bowers is a very well-selling artist. So is Christina Yen. So both of these, if this hasn't gone out of stock, it most likely will. But they've been restocking both artist kits. This one was a record breaker for DAC this year with the amount of specials. So it'll be really interesting to get into this. This is one that I, along with several others, submitted to voting a while ago and voted on it, and was very special to see this one get released. And same with this one. I pretty much submit all of Christina's artwork. So let's get into this. So the first one I'm going to look at is The Little Ristorante. I have not seen this one unboxed yet, so I'm really excited to get into this. And they do have this new box situation where they have like a sleeve on here instead of printing the full image on the box. And I can only imagine that that just makes it cheaper for them, because then you can have a generalist box, right, for everybody. And then I like to take the plastic wrap off because I don't keep the box. So yeah, so this is interesting. I do have a big mark across there, but yeah, this is a interesting development. I noticed them doing this with some other people. They would unbox their kits and get this. But on here we have all of the stats. The Little Ristorante in 84 colors, 3 ABs, 5 fairy dust, 101,441 diamonds. Wow, that's cool. Kit contents and all that good stuff. And then these cuties right here. I love this. Okay, I'm in love with all of her. And then this is different. So this is how it looks now. And then they just put a sticker on the bottom so that you can deal with whatever storage you like with that. So that's pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna pull this out. Oop. Okay, sorry about that. I'm still fighting off a sinus infection. It's been like a month now. I should probably get seen for that. All right, so we've got our toolkit. I'm just gonna go through this once. It's pretty cool. It comes with a really nice tray, some heart-shaped wax, some, oh, hello. That's interesting. Apparently 1.5. Usually it just comes with one heart-shaped wax. So that's interesting. And then a 7-placer, and we got some clear wax to refill the pen. Oops, and it And it slides really nice. And what I really love about these two is they fit on my standard like ink pad storage towers from Amazon. Carissa at Carissa's Craft Corner also makes beautiful 3D printed tray towers. And then we have our pen and our bag of baggies, which you can use to store some of the drills in. It's usually never enough to store all of them in. And then we have our little twist and pick pen here. So you just twist this. Oh, mine's really loose. And the wax comes out at the top, and it has a little four-placer. These are not bad pens. Ergonomically, they're very nice. Actually, I just used my custom turned pen. Also, these, I'm saving these now because I have a new storage system for spare drills that I'm planning on making a video about how I set it up and what I did before, so keep an eye out for that. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of the main box here. Let's get into the good stuff. All right, so we have our kit, our thank you for your purchase. All right, so this is always kind of fun to see. And is this a bronze? Beautiful card. Yep, it's a bronze. So this is another way that Diamond Art Club rewards its frequent flyers is they put these little cards in, which is fun for everybody. But then they have a scratch-off code that you redeem in combination with other cards that you might get from other kits. And there's 4 different levels: bronze, silver, black, and gold. And depending on the combination, you can redeem for like gift cards and a custom diamond painting, which is cool. Let's see, here's our little pamphlet. Oh, this is so cute. Look at that. I love this. It's the Italian. Oh my god, the ravioli dragon. That's adorable. How is there nobody in the spaghetti? That's funny. But the cake dragon, oh my god. The cannoli. Okay, I just love all these. I love them so hard. So there's our 84 colors. So cool. Oh, that's a very cool arrangement of specials. So here we go. So that's what we get with this. That's fun. And then these are really cool to store extra trays. And actually you can like stack them up. I've seen a lot of people do that and do other things with these really cool boxes. Okay, so we got this dust bag, which is really nice to store in there. Alright, let me drop out the drills. Alright, here's our drill story, the little Ristorante. Okay, so we see a lot of beiges, a lot of neutrals, some bright colors. Oh, I even see a pink in there and some pretty mauves and reds. Okay. Ooh, I like that. So yeah, we see a couple of those fairy dust. So that's really cool. All right, here we go. Let's get into the main feature. So this is need to kind of roll this back. It's poured glue, so you can do that without much fuss. I have worked on some what do they call that? I'm thinking double-sided adhesive, and it's not very fun. Okay, here we go. Wow. Okay, so it's huge. There go the boxes. Wow, this is so cool. Well, there's Chef Merle right here. They all have names, or at least this one does. He's like the main guy. Okay. This is amazing. This detail in this canvas is really cool. What are those? Some kind of fruit, maybe? Oh, look at the cake dragon. Oh, look at this guy. So I know that we Diamond Art Club likes to chart a lot of the special drills for these dragons in their eyes, their scales. So I wouldn't be surprised if this one, the blue, comes through as that. And then the pizza is the center point. I love that. And I'm sorry this is so big. It's hard to get it all in camera for you. Oh my gosh, look at that. He's eating a pepperoni. He's trying to nicely cut it up. Let's see who we have down here. Oops. I'm actually currently working on a Christina yen. Oh, I was wrong. Look. Oh, geez. I'm really banging up the... Look, there is someone in the spaghetti. He just looked like a meatball, so I didn't see him. He's all in the sauce. He's lost. in the sauce. That is what my son would say. He's lost in the sauce. Okay. Oh my God. So, oops. So all these guys are just having a heck of a time, causing trouble. I want to know their story, like, and I have a book that kind of talks about them and their story, but I want to know, like, are they, like, obviously he's Chef Merle, right? So it's insinuated that he's, like, he has made this food, but did they make the food too? Did they help? Are they like the bum friends that come over, you feed, and they never, you know, bring a dish or whatever? Are they like helpers in the kitchen? Did they just crash in a restaurant somewhere and decide they were gonna, like, he's like, yeah, I made this, and really he didn't, but they're just like crashing the restaurant? Like, what is going on with this? I love this. Oh my God. Okay. So we have some color blocking opportunities up here. A lot of this, especially in the details in the individual dishes and the dragons, are going to be confetti. But there you see some color blocking opportunities here or there, which will help them make it go a little bit quicker. And the one that I'm working on right now by Christina is pretty much like 95% confetti. Excuse me. So it is, I started it in October, I think. Yeah. So I'm hoping to finish it this month, but I'm not sure. But yeah, my goal, one of my goals for 2026 actually is to finish out all the whips and things I have kitted up and then start on my real goal, which is going to be always having one of these going as a whip. And when I say one of these, I mean one of Christina's pieces. And yeah, because they've come out with so many of them and I collect them, but I need to start doing them, right? So anyway, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a second and pause you to go look where the specials are so that I can come back and kind of show you where those are going to be. I'll be right back. All right, guys, so I took a moment to try to find most of the specials. This thing is chock full with them, and they're really going to be sprinkled out everywhere, which is fun because, you know, then that means that they're not just all concentrated in one area. I love it when they're spread out because it just makes the whole thing like more fun. So anyway, so we've got 2 ABs in this kit, right? So the ABs that we have are like a yellow and like a chartreuse green, okay? They're going to be the diamond symbol that's yellow and the capital A, okay, that's green. So, for example, if we look at our little salad guy, he's our salad dragon, you will see there's also a lot of fairy dust in him. So here, this is what we're talking about. This is an AB, that's an AB. This yellow here, that's AB, ABA. Okay, this lowercase e, this is going to be one of our fairy dust. So I thought I would just kind of take a look at the canvas section by section because otherwise I feel like I'm going to miss them. So our lowercase e is, what one was that? Z166. Okay, also anywhere we have this white dot, this is going to be the fairy dust. Okay, the white fairy dust. And also we have this capital P. That's also going to be, anywhere we have that, that's a red fairy dust, okay? So this guy is just chock full in the AB in his mouth up there, and in the salad, and all over the tomatoes, and, oh, there's olives there, that's really cool. And there's just, like, fairy dust everywhere, like this, like, E, fairy dust, fairy dust, fairy dust, fairy dust, like, this whole salad is gonna sparkle. This salad down here, that's really cool. As far as the background behind him, we don't have a ton of special drills in the background behind him, but there will be special drills in the background. I did notice. Okay, so the next dragon I want to look at is the one that's actually right next to him, is this one who's helping to maybe salt and pepper him, kind of looks like. Yeah, I think these are little bits of pepper right here. So we've got the yellow AB. I'm just gonna set this down. I'm having so much trouble this morning. I don't know. More coffee. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. So as far as his special drills, so I'm going to zoom you in a little bit so you can see him a little bit better. So as far as his special drills, he has quite a bit of that yellow AB. We can see here, this is a different symbol. So that brighter yellow here, that's all AB. This is that white fairy dust. You can see it's like outlining some of this bottle anyway, where the bottle might catch the light. Now, as far as his eyes, that right there, that light blue slash mark, that is a fairy dust. These are fairy dust blues. Very pretty. Let's see, I'm still looking for the W. Here we go. Okay, so this W is an orange fairy dust, and it's all in the sauce. You can see it just sprinkled everywhere, or whatever that is. I'm not sure what he's sitting on. Some kind of noodle bowl? Some kind of noodles? I'm not sure. So yeah, so that's this little guy. And back behind him, as you can see, there's some fairy dust in the bottle up here, and then this is not, let's see, that's not the AB. There's some AB, like there's one here. Yeah. Nope, not seeing a whole ton there. Okay. Then next to him, we have this dessert or cake or whatever this guy is eating. So I'm going to zoom you out a little bit here. Oop. There you go. Sometimes it doesn't want to play nice. Okay, so this little cutie right here, he's chock full of them too. So all the lighter color red here is that P symbol. That is going to be fairy dust. So he's just chock full of red fairy dust. As is... Let's see, there's a little bit up here in this cake. There's a little bit of fairy dust here. This is all in Merle's hat here. This is all fairy dust, that white. Let me see if there's any more. There's a little bit of like the yellow AB sprinkled. Where did I see it? I just saw it. These canvases are so highly detailed. And that's part of the fun of doing them, but also... it makes it difficult to share. Okay, here we've got this capital A, which was a fairy... Nope, that's the AB. Sorry, I didn't remember that. There was a lot of the capital A behind here, up above the cake, just coming through whatever this is in the background. Kind of looks like a loaf of bread with some butter, maybe. I love this little garnish. We've got the lowercase e here. So again, that's going to be fairy dust and this like garnish butter situation. I think maybe these are probably rolls. That makes more sense, that maybe these would be rolls, not some kind of weird fruit, but I don't know. We'll have to look at the original artwork a little bit closer. And there's some fairy dust sprinkled throughout here and up here a little bit. Oh! Oh my god, I just noticed this flamey. Oh my god, it's flamey. Okay, so this is a special little guy that she made up that is so amazing. I don't think I've seen him in any of her artwork yet that's been released with Diamond Art Club. I could be wrong though. But this is flamey. He's like this little, he reminds me like a little puppy that follows Merle around and helps him cook. And he's just like this little fat, flamey ball of flame dragon. And he's adorable. He's my favorite. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, I'm geeking out over here. He's full of specials. He's got the yellow AB all throughout him. And oh my god. Let me just take him off. That is so cool. Oh my god. Okay, so look at him. Alright, so I might bling him up even further because I'm insane like that. Okay, that's so cool. This is another pizza here. It looks like a margarita pizza with the big slices of mozzarella. We've got some fairy dust here. We've got the white fairy dust. We've got some AB, yellow AB up here. We've got some green fairy dust going down through here. Let's see, I'm looking for the pea in the sauce. I don't see any pea in this sauce. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Okay, so Merle. Merle is brings the main character energy, okay? So we've got some fairy dust in the hat. We've got fairy dust through his scales. His eyes have a little bit of the white fairy dust there. Let's see. Let me just double check my specials here. Yeah, no, none of his colors are like these like sort of mauves, grays, whatever. Those are not specials, but he definitely has this potential to be blinged up a little bit more, but that is super cool. I also like how they originally chart these. Okay, that is so cool. In the areas around him, just have a little bit of like these ABs here or there, a little bit of fairy dust in the green. So then the cannoli dragon, this guy, so this is cool. It's like the powdered sugar or whatever is just dotted with all the fairy dust. You can see that here, here, here. So he's got some of that blue fairy dust in his eyes, and I don't see any in his scarf. Okay, so then there's that. And this one, who is contender for being lost in the sauce, number 2. He's got quite a bit of the red fairy dust sprinkled throughout here in this red sauce of whatever he's got going on. You can see he's got the blue fairy dust in here as well. They like to bling up that sauce. I mean, the sauce is really sort of, you know, the important part of any dish. If the sauce sucks, it ruins everything. Okay, then this, going back across the canvas, just wanted to point out, this one doesn't have a ton of special drills here. This looks like lasagna maybe, but I don't know, all these like little balls of things. Let me know in the comments what you think that is. And then we've got some ABs, and then this guy who's helping, debatable. Eating part of the pepperoni. This little dragon wing, we've got some fairy dust in the eyes. We've got some ABs in the wings here. And then we've got some ABs. So the centerpiece is the pizza. Okay, and this one this is the centerpiece, right, is this pizza. I'm just going to back you out there. So let's see, we've got peas. The light red is all throughout that sauce lining, and on some of the pepperonis, that is that red fairy dust. They're liking to use that one a lot, which I love because there's a lot of red in this piece. And then it's got like a little bit of ABs, yellow ABs here and there. Of course, in this guy's eye, we got some of that blue fairy dust. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. And then in the middle here, we've got, oh no, I already talked about this guy. We've got a ton of the sauce has the fairy dust. And then, besides Flamey, my favorite for last, Mr. or Ms. Lost in the Sauce. We've got fairy dust, red fairy dust throughout the face. Got a little bit of AB, some of the white fairy dust in the bowl. That is amazing. I keep looking for that W. It's like a orange fairy dust. And I don't feel like I saw a lot of it in this canvas. That's the only one that I really didn't. Oh, there's some of it right here. That's where, because it's mostly in this one. There's some of it right here, some orangey fairy dust here. It really kind of outlines these noodles everywhere, actually. Okay, so that, and the mushroom, I love that. So this is A Little Ristorante by Christina Yen, 6 Leaf Clover Studios, excuse me. I'll have this linked in the description box. And next, we are going to take a look at Dragon Room by Geneva Bowers. So I am back with a look at Dragon Room by Geneva Bowers. And her artwork was very highly anticipated at Diamond Art Club, and being on a very low or no buy, which, by the way, if you're going to be on a low no buy, the best time for you to buy anything from this company is Black Friday. Well, sometimes our anniversary sale, because they give a really big discount, which is why I was able to get these preparing for this. Anyways, they've released quite a bit of her artwork since they relicensed with her. I think she was licensed before. But anyway, and while most of it has spoken to me and I've been like, oh, I really love this. There's this one piece called Cup of Sunshine. She has so much good artwork. This one was when Geneva Bowers became on my radar. Oops, my radar. Oh, it doesn't want to come out. This piece that she did, that I saw her post, was the #1. I cannot believe this. It's so cool. Okay. Also, it reminds me a lot of my son. So here is our cover here, Dragon Room, Geneva Bowers, 65.94.8 centimeters. Oh, you know what? I didn't say what the other one was. 89.9 by 69.9 centimeters for the little Ristorante. So, wow, this one's like, I don't know, a little bigger in one way, a little smaller in the other. And we've got, where is the, here we go, 99 colors. Hold on to your butts. 6 Aurora Borealis. Anybody else know that reference? 2 iridescent diamonds and 19 fairy dust diamonds. So this one broke the record this year of the most special drills in any kit they've ever done. Total diamonds of 99,441. So actually this one must be a little bit smaller than the other one. Isn't he adorable? Oh my gosh, he's just sitting there. I love this artwork drawing. Making the paper dragon that's behind him. I love it. So this is our standard toolkit, which I already shared with you in the other kit. Okay. Here's our, okay, so this is, gosh, that's beautiful. Another bronze card. Cool. I love that holographic card. So cool. All right, Dragon Room. So this part I will put in my logbook now that I've unboxed this. We've got all these cool stickers in the original artwork. Look at that. He's just like chilling. Probably, it looks like he's drawing maybe more of this dragon. I don't know. And then he's got this little baby dragon right here. It's great. Wow, 99 colors. So that is so cool. The only, and the special drills run up a whole, almost 2 whole lines of drills. That's incredible. So yeah, wow. That is so cool. So this one did sell out quite fast. Honestly, I do not know how I managed to get this one because I was cautiously trying to take it easy. Ooh, that's interesting. I've never had that before. Okay. It's like already opened. Okay. Weird. Oh, it just looks like maybe it got stuck to itself. That's a first. Okay. The color story on this is beautiful. And boom, look, already right away, we've got some ABs. Oh, there's our iridescent. This is so cool. It's so pretty. Dragon Room. Oh, and a fairy dust. And another fairy dust. Again, if you guys want to see me pull these out and do like a drill train, let me know in the comments. I'm not inclined to do it just because they're so nicely packaged. I have trouble getting them back into their package. So, here we go. So this one, I feel like this would make a really great poster type artwork, like in a child's room, or any room, actually, because it's so cool. All right, here we go. Wow, look at all that blue right away. Oh, look at him. Okay. Oh my God, look at that dragon. That is so cool. Oh man. So this is so cool. So I was thinking originally the dragon wouldn't take up a ton of room in the piece itself. Like, I'm not really one of those people that's like, I love to diamond paint rooms. Give me a room with all this stuff to paint. That's not really my bag. But, and we do have quite a lot of background we're going to have to do, but there's a lot of color blocking in this. I'd say even more than the last piece I just unboxed. Color blocking, big sections of the same color. Confetti, like in this dragon's eye. Even then, there's some color blocking in that eye. Wow, but plants. Let's look at the plants in the room, because plants are always... Yeah, look at that. That's way more confetti. Okay, but that's not a very big part of the piece, actually. So that's not too bad. I love how the dragon's like curling around the whole room, looking down at him, basically working on what I assume to be is like part of the dragon, or maybe a new part of the dragon, or whatever. And he's just sitting there on this cozy bed with his little friend here, which, oh my gosh. And then we've got some plants over here. I love that, because I do love natural plants in a room. And then we've got like a football down here and some books and this kind of underneath the bookshelf. And then this, I'm not sure what that is. Let's see. See if I look at the original artwork. What that is right there. Yeah, I don't know. Is it a book with a shine on it? Oh, that's a TV. Okay, so this is like an old TV, old style TV. That's cool. And then this right here is like, it looks like a little picture of a turtle. Yeah. Oh, that's cute, because I love turtles. And what's this? Okay, that's a turtle. This looks like a little face. Let me see. No, not a face. I thought maybe this is like a little mouse or something cute, like poking out. Nope. Okay, so as far as the special drills are for this one, I would point you towards Diamonds and Wash. She did a video unboxing this one. She took out all the special drills and showed you where every single one of them were. Well, maybe not every single one of them, but like she gave you a really good overview of this canvas. So I'm going to point you to her channel to go check out where all those are, because honestly, I think it might kill me to have to go through every single one of them. But I do know that our little dragon friend here, he is just like, all of him is pretty much chock full. The purple isn't, but like all of this yellow on him, those are like multiple kinds of fairy dust. There's an L444. L444. I think I said 4444. Yeah. And that's in him. Okay. So I know that for a fact. Oh, and then what is this over here? Let's look at the original artwork and see. What is that? Just, are those like flowers on a plant, like roses? Yeah. Okay, cool. Oh, look. And in the background, he's got dragons that he drew. I love that. I love this piece so much. And I do have plans that this one's going to go for my 2026. Definitely one of the pieces I'm going to work on. Number one, I've never done like a record breaker type canvas from a company, so that'd be kind of fun. Also, I just love the artwork, okay? Even if there were 0 special drills in this, I would have been just as excited for it. And it kind of makes me sad that it's sold out. I mean, I know that they said that they had like a ton more stock than they usually do, trying to help keep it from that. But I do know some people will just buy a canvas because all the special drills are exciting to them, and it's not really about the artwork. I mean, you do what you want with your money, right? But I kind of have some feelings on them. Like, if you love, like, there's artwork that I like, but I don't buy it, you know, because I'm on a low buy anyway, but I just think someone else is going to really enjoy that. So I think that's always important to keep in mind is this something that you're really going to enjoy working on? Or are you just buying it and giving into the FOMO? you know, what's your reason behind that? So a lot of us absolutely love dragons, so it's no surprise that this one sold out. Also, a lot of us love Geneva Bowers' artwork. I love the representation she gives here, because honestly, there's very little in the way of men in diamond paintings that are released. So I love that about this. I just love the whole vibe of everything in here. And like I said, this reminds me a lot of my son. He's not this old yet. He's getting there. He's only 10. But this would be like, he loves to draw. He loves dragons. He does crazy art projects and stuff like this, and I just love this. So I'm going to leave you here with this. If you would like to take a look at where all the specific special drills are in this one, I will defer to the experts. Definitely go and check out Katie's channel for the dissection of this canvas for all those crazy specials. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you like this kind of thing, stick around. I do unboxings and other diamond painting related projects, and occasionally on a month in review you might see some of the other crafty projects that I get myself into. So I'm going to leave you with this. I hope you guys are having a great day and you continue to do so, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!